What is up, you guys? I am coming to you from my little, I want to say getaway, but it's not really a getaway. I've got a lot of work to do, and we just kind of took a little family holiday retreat, and I'm literally looking out at the Gulf of Mexico. It's absolutely beautiful. The waves are pretty high. Like it's cold. It's about, I think, 65 degrees now. That's actually warmer. When I woke up this morning and took the dogs out to the beach, they did amazing. It was only 54 degrees. But let's go ahead and jump into this podcast.
You're listening to the Get Unstuck podcast with business mentor, health and fitness influencer, and trainer Heather Newman. Each week, Heather provides you with tips and tools to glitter your soul and add sparkle to your life. Let's get unstuck. You are not a tree, so let's learn to move, change, and find true happiness by creating a vision and living your dreams. For blog posts, business tips, fitness training, at-home workouts, and more, subscribe to glitteru.com. Now, let's get happy. Here's your host, Heather Newman.
All right, my beautiful friends. So today's podcast is definitely just going to be not winging it, but I don't have my notes. I always have notes in front of me just to keep me on track because I'm such a squirrel. But today may be a little bit of a ramble. I just wanted to make sure that I came in here to get into your ears if you're going on a Tone Babe walk, or if you are actually, on your own little family vacation or holiday retreat or whatever you do for the holidays, But I think I'm going to take you outside before I get started on what I wanted to talk to you about really quick, just to see if maybe, just maybe, you can hear the waves. Let's see. Okay, I'm outside now. You may just hear wind, but I'm literally on the Gulf of Mexico on an island. It's by Santa Rosa Island. I'm going to be quiet for a moment. Let me know if you can hear. Okay, you're probably getting wind. Let me get Noodle over here. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you about was, so many times people get caught up in the holiday ruckus, hustle, bustle, whatever you want to call it, and they're just like, I don't have time to work out. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't have time. But what it really boils down to is what is a priority, right? Because we know that the holiday is actually only one day. That would be the 25th. Maybe you want to count the 24th, Christmas Eve, as a holiday as well. But typically it's one day out of the month, you guys, and everyone acts like my whole life is just, turmoil right now. But I just wanted to talk about staying on track during the holidays. If you go on a retreat, or if you stay at home, or if you just feel like you're working extra hard and then you got to go shopping in the evening and everything's just kind of hustle bustle, right? I want to dive into the topic of this because it's so familiar during the holiday season. How do I stay on track? Like, how do I not fall off your fitness goals? And when you're in the holiday season, it can be that the holiday becomes way more of a priority to you than your health and fitness. So I'm just here to help you navigate when you have a busy schedule. So this could really be any time during the year that you have a busy schedule, that you're trying to balance all the things like most women do on a daily basis. So let's talk about some tips. I'm going to share some tips with you. I'm going to try to shoot for 10 here. But navigating the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, number one, try to actually be present and embrace the chaos. Like, try to look for the joy in all of the festivities that are going on around you without feeling any guilt. If you can manage your mind enough to stay present in the moment, in the actual gift buying experience, or whatever it is you're doing in that moment, instead of thinking, oh, I got to get this done, then I got to do this, like, instead of thinking of everything as a to-do list that you just have to check off the boxes, I want you to try and embrace the chaos. I want you to find the joy in every single piece of the puzzle during this hectic season, if it's hectic for you. For some people, it may be a totally chill season. You may have a very small family. I have a very small family, so things can still feel chaotic if I let them. but I've learned, and I'm trying to share with you the tools that I use when I catch myself thinking about checking off the boxes instead of finding the joy in living in that moment. So number two, my number two tip is going to be schedule your mini workouts, even if it's only 10 minutes, because even 10 minutes can make a huge difference, not only in keeping your body moving and active and feeling your best, energy-wise as well, and it'll also clear your mind, but also, you guys, just making it a priority and making that appointment with yourself, you're going to feel like you didn't let yourself down. I find that a lot of clients that I talk to, when they don't commit in advance to, oh, I'm going to set aside, 10, 15 minutes tomorrow morning to do 3 sets of 10 push-ups, 3 sets of 30 sit-ups, and 20 crunches, and hold a plank for 30 seconds. Like, you can come up with your own ideas, or you guys know that that's what I do. I choreograph workouts, I create fitness plans. If you ever need that, you know where to find me. So that's number two. Schedule your mini workouts just like you would be making a dentist appointment with your dentist or a doctor's appointment with your doctor. Make an appointment with yourself for your health. Put it on the calendar. You're more likely to make it happen when you actually commit to an appointment time. And then number three, plan some active outings. Like make your holiday more active. If that means like, hey, Aunt Susie's coming over and, we're going to wrap presents, and then I'm going to ask her to bring her tennis shoes. We're going to try and bundle up, put our little beanie on, put it on a cute little scarf, drink some hot cocoa, and then go for a walk around the block. I don't know, whatever that looks like for you, but plan some type of active outing. It will help with the stress and also keep you moving. So the next little segment I want to talk about is going to be the power of being mindful. And so that's going to lead me into number 4. Savor your favorite holiday treats, but be very conscious of what you're going to have in advance. What I mean by that is, I don't mean to surround yourself with food and make that your primary focus during the holidays. That's not what I mean. What I mean is be mindful of the indulgences that you're going to have ahead of time. And I spoke a little bit about this during Thanksgiving because I shared the tricks. I call them tricks. It's just habits at this point. It's not a trick. It's not a secret magic trick. It's just that I'm very mindful of, my mom makes dressing one time a year. So I know at Thanksgiving, I am going to get some of that dressing. But the turkey, depending on how it's cooked, depending on where it's from, I may or may not indulge in that or that much because I know that I can get turkey year round. So all I'm saying is a tip. One of the habits that I find to be very helpful, and I think you would too, is just to pay attention to your favorites that are at the dinner table or the buffet, or if you go out to eat. Save your indulgences for the things that you can't get them year round. Just ask yourself that simple question. Can I get this next week if I really wanted to, or could I not? And that alone will kind of decide what's more important than just stacking a big buffet, type of plate with things just mounded on there, and you're not able to enjoy and savor those things that you only get maybe once a year. Okay, tip number 5, set realistic expectations for yourself. Adjust your fitness goals without losing sight of it, okay? If we slip more than 3 days, let me rephrase that. If I slip more than 3 days, I know that it's time to get back on track and I need to do something. Be it my 30-minute walk with Tone Babe Walking, be it, jogging in place for timing myself 3 sets of 60 seconds, or some kind of movement has to happen. unless, of course, I'm totally under the weather, which is very rare. Knock on wood. Thank you, Jesus. But if you're not feeling the best, give your body the rest that it needs. That is very important. But 3 days is my max. So I'm just going to share that little tool with you, or that little idea that maybe you can borrow that as well. And then I want to talk about the Daily Habits of 7 framework for consistency. This is something that I teach on and I swear by. It changed my world in 2017, and I teach this to every single Tone Babe. If you join VIP Tone, that is where it's like, I don't know, $20 a month, and you get every single workout that I come out with every single month, and you're part of the challenge if you choose to be. You don't have to be, but I do all the choreography. I do all of the very mindful putting together and designing a workout plan that is good for anybody at any age. You can modify everything that I put on paper, and if you have specific needs, or if you've got some kind of medical issue going on, I try to even customize it a little bit more for you. So the Daily Habits of 7 framework can be found inside the Tone and 10 online studio. I would love for you, this is your invitation. You need me to be your coach. Come join me. Come join the Tone Babes. You will love it. I can't make it any easier. I try to make it fun. We have t-shirt prizes. I do Energize giveaways sometimes with pre-workout, supplements. Okay, Daily Habits of 7. We want to try and follow the Daily Habits of 7 framework for stability. Tip number 7 I want to share with you is always, always, always prioritize your self-care. If you've been listening to the #GetUnstuck podcast, you know that is what I am here to help you do, is to not feel selfish when you're taking time for yourself. A quick meditation or gratitude practice, even in a journal, it goes a long way, you guys. And I cannot stress that enough. It's just something that you have to make a conscious decision that if you're ready for change, then you're going to do something different and make a change happen. Tip number 8, track your choices. Journaling helps you stay accountable. I know it's not fun. I don't love tracking stuff either, but I'll be honest, when I don't track and then I get on the scale in a couple of weeks, I'm like, gosh, I thought I was doing so good. Like, I thought I could eyeball it. I'm in this this is my field of study, and I still have to track. Okay. Number 9, beat the January rush. Join our VIP Fit Kit. Y'all, I just heard an airplane. Did you guys hear that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Squirrel. Beat the January rush. I'm going to ask you now to join our VIP Fit Kit for an electric start to a new year. I've got a lot of things to really charge your metabolism, jumpstart your energy levels, and just start feeling amazing. It's going to be like a mini challenge inside of another challenge, and you can pick and choose what you want to do depending on the goals that you have. And I'm always here to be your coach in your back pocket. When you need me, I will be there for you. And then tip number 10, lock in your spot now. Take advantage of exclusive benefits by joining Tone VIP. I don't want to sound like a broken record or a commercial, but I have to say that this time of year is when people are like so busy, they're not thinking about it, and then January comes around and then they get on the scale. They don't feel their best. They don't feel like they are optimizing their life. They don't feel like they're leveling up. Take a minute to reflect on 2023 and just kind of go over the things that really worked for you, the things that you really enjoyed, and maybe the things that didn't work for you and the things that you didn't enjoy. And just really take note of that, not just a mental note, but write it down in your journal, reflect on it, and know that you've got some big goals in 2024 to take care of. It all starts with fitness. It all starts with nutrition, wellness, your health, because what happens there is once you start prioritizing yourself with self-care and then taking care of your health and fitness, it kind of pours over into every aspect of your life, your finances, your well-being, your relationships, your job. Like, it just pours over. So lock in your spot today at tonington.com, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Again, I am not trying to be a commercial. I genuinely pour my heart and soul. And if you're not ready to commit to something and know that you're not going to do it, then don't do it yet. But I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my mailing list at glitteru.com, because I send you all kind of little specials and little things that might just point you in the right direction, or at least start the momentum to get you excited about trying something different and trying to live the life that you really want to live and feel the way that you want to feel. So, but while I'm going to wrap this up, because I need to take the dogs out, we're going to go walk that beach again, I want to give you 3 takeaway tips. Number 1, consistency is key. Whether it's your daily habits or your workouts, consistency is going to bring you the success that you're looking for. Don't ever make a promise to yourself and break it. That is the best way to lose your self-confidence. So be consistent. If you say you're going to do something, show up for yourself. You know that you would show up for your bestie, so show up for you. And then number 2, mindful choices. Enjoy the holidays without compromising your well-being. It's all about the balance, you guys. And then number 3, the VIP Fit Kit. It's something they really get excited about. Be the first to experience this fitness journey in January with us. So lock in your spot today. That is going to kind of wrap up everything I wanted to bring to you today. It's kind of a quick episode, but again, I want to go enjoy time with my family, but I wanted to hop on here and just kind of talk with you and tell you the things that were on my mind and the things that I'm actually living and doing, the ideas that I am bringing, to fruition, and just the habits that I have embraced. So stay consistent, stay mindful, and get ready to kick off the new year with a bang. Until next week, I want you to keep on shining bright. I love you so much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, you guys.
Hey friend, thank you so much for listening to Heather's Get Unstuck podcast. Her goal is to help as many women as possible, and if this episode helped you in any way, you can directly impact Heather's efforts by simply sharing a screenshot of this to your social media or team. Also, if you're looking for additional support, feel free to find Heather on Instagram at GlitterU, her website at www.glitteru.com, and or join the free Get Unstuck community Facebook group.